That situation that we didn't even see till it came on the radar here. We'll stay on it and figure out what the story is behind it. The second one is the manhunt in Texas, which we do know about, which is this horrible narrative that you should have heard at home already about this guy's firing a weapon in his front yard. The neighbors come out and say, we're trying to put the kid to sleep. Will you point it in a different direction or something like that? That's what they say. He loads the weapon, comes to the front door, starts killing people. There's a scramble. The father loses the child, loses the wife and the mother, dives out the window, and now they're searching for him. What do we know?
Well, a couple of things, Chris, that I think are really important with this is this wasn't just a spray and pray AR-15 shooting. These were shots above the neck, and 5 of them that caused these deaths. So this is really ruthless execution. He left that location. His clothes, his cell phone were found in the woods. I would believe he is still probably in and around this area. We haven't heard about any stolen vehicles, but I can tell you that that is where law enforcement is looking, as well as at the wife's phone, at the wife's activities. This is just a terrible situation, but I would think he's deep in those woods.
Let's bring in Dog, the bounty hunter, Dog Chapman. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming on, Dog. Always a pleasure to have you. What does it mean to you? Let's start with the fact that this guy left the weapon before making his way to wherever he's going. Is that relevant to you, Dog?
Well, I'm not sure how relevant that is, but I agree with the FBI agent that, this is horrendous. And I think, again, the police down there in Texas have looked for stolen cars in the area. There hasn't been one. He left his cell phone so they couldn't track him. That shows that he was running. I believe, like she said, he's in that area. He's down in there. And a lot of times, Chris, the public will not talk to the police or to law enforcement. So when I jump in this, and we just jumped in today, we have a 833 tell dog. We don't care if you say your name's Willie Foo-Foo. We don't have to get your social security number. We don't have to get your name. There's a large sum of cash reward right now, and I pay cash. And it's all I need is where he could be. But I think he's in that area. I know the Texas is who want law enforcement. They still believe in Texas in law and order. So I know that they had the dogs out there, the bloodhounds, but I'm hearing there was a lot of weather like rain and stuff like that, which would wash out the scent. I also heard that his wife is in the area. So what these guys do nowadays, it's amazing that you said the triple murder is not like a normal American homicide. That's how life is going right now. But they'll let the heat die down for 3, 4, 5 days, sit in those woods, and then pop up. I think he's going to contact his wife. There's also some very telling brother tattoos the guy's got, which shows that he's got connections to the cartel in Mexico. Now, I also heard through the grapevine that he was an informant against the cartels. So if he goes to Mexico, the cartels will snatch him. One thing about this, when you have organized crime like this, you kill a child, the organized criminal, that's it. That's the law they usually draw. Kill a child like that and a woman, I think this guy's, done.
Well, Jennifer Coffindaffer, last beat to you on this, Dog. Thank you very much for joining us. Authorities are worried that he'd make a run for border. If Dog's right, that, he's on the wrong side of the cartels, he would literally be even more crazy than we know him to be right now by what he did to cross the border. What's your sense on that?
Well, he's come back. He's been deported 4 times and come back all 4 times. So to me, I'm just knowing he's very familiar with the border, how to cross, how to get back. So this is very old hat for him. I also think that they're going to be looking closely at that cell phone for other clues, Chris. Maybe.
Hey, thank you for watching.